Alright, so ready to go. So, the thing I want to talk about today, I think it's important to talk about. Supports can't always help you. This is like directed at like flanks and snipers, and I just find this so aggravating. Because support is the hardest class in the game to play, because you have to manage who you have to heal. For example, a character like Genos has to heal someone early because of how their heal is structured, whereas a healer like Furia can just pop a heal because she has stronger bursts. So there's that. Another matter is positioning. So continuing to use it, you know, Genos, because he doesn't require line of sight, he can stay out of the line of sight and heal people, whereas somebody like Furia, who needs line of sight, has to be more in the action. And, you know, the last thing is your damage. So Genos deals decent damage, and he has a good Void Grip ability, but when he uses that is a little bit more subjective. His ult he can pretty much use whenever, because on his ult, it goes through walls. Well, Fury, on the other hand, doesn't have that issue. Her movement ability is used to get her away from the action, not really in it, and it deals a little bit of damage, so it's good for fighting off flanks, but her damage is based off of how much healing she's doing, so she kind of has to stay in the thick of things. And I love making the comparison between Genos and Fury, because you have Fury, who is a stronger burstier healer that doesn't get a lot of love compared to Genos, because of fucking Genos' Luminary. They're like, oh yeah, he's so great because of Luminary. He's not. He's the worst healer in the game. And you're only running him because of fucking Luminary, because of the damage buff on it. That's like saying Torvald's the best tank in the game because he gives you a damage buff. That's bullshit. So, I mentioned this yesterday because we lost a game because a sniper and a flank both threw a game because they were spamming need healing and weren't getting healed by a Maldamba. Well, I want to talk about this. One thing is, there's two things you have to realize. One is target prioritization. The other is your kits. So, let's go over everything for flanks here. So, Zin main's out there. I'm talking to you. So, you have a card where countering will give you up to a 500 health. And you have Whirl, where Whirl gives you up to 25% life rip. You also have an ability called Smolder. It's a legendary card for your ability, but whatever. That lets you heal for about half of your fucking health. Okay. So, Talus. Yeah, all you Talus mains out there. So, you have gain up to 50% life rip while below 40% health. Activating Blitzer Upper will heal you. Believe that'll stack up to 350. Should be 350. Up to 40% life rip while Overcharge is active. And an additional 500 heal off of your teleport, giving you 1,000 heal in total. Okay. Maeve! You Maeve mains out there. Savagery. Using your pounce gives you like a 350 heal. 9 lives giving you an additional 400 heal. 200 health per second during Prowl. Moji mains out there, if there's still any of us left. Up to 40% lifesteal off of enemies with the maximum number of magic marks. 200 health per second while magic barrier is active. A 500 heal every time magic barrier is up. Heal 500 health over the duration of your scamper. Not to mention you have an ability, or a, what's that thing called there? Legendary card, where you can heal up to 200 health per second every time you scamper with Toot, and you have Snack Attack, but who fucking cares on Snack Attack? Sky! A little bit less subjective because there's not as much on her. But heal for up to 500 health over 2 seconds when entering the smoke screen. That's really the only one you have, so I can kind of understand that, but you're a little bit lower health. Lex! So, killing your target refills, that should be 75% of your maximum health, plus you can get up to 50% life rip on your retribution target. Every shot you hit within your pursuit heals you for up to 125 health. Koga. Oh god, this is gonna be fucking fun. Get 50% increased healing while firing your SMGs. Shadow Step heals you for up to 300. Hits with Skewer heal for, I believe that's up to 800, if I remember correctly. Gain up to 25% life rip while in Dragon Stance. Heal for up to 100 health per second while agility is active. Androxys.
Battlesuit Godslayer.
So, heal for every Nether Step heals you for up to 200 health. Mind you that you get 3 Nether Steps. Heal for up to 50% of the damage absorbed by reversal. Killing an enemy with Defiance grants you for up to 1,000 health. Buck! You literally have an ability that heals you. Add a legendary card for it to increase your healing. Other than that, there's not really a lot of stuff. There is Exhilarate, where Heroic Leap gives you heals if you hit somebody with it. Eevee!
Eevee!
Okay. Heal for up to 250 health per second in Ice Block. And get up to a 375 heal when you blink. Last two we're going to cover are our snipers in Kinessa.
Battlesuit Eagle Eye.
So, for Kinessa, hitting an enemy with a fully charged shot heals you for 500 health. As well as you can heal up to 50% of your maximum health after you use your teleport. And Strix. So for Strix, you get up to a 500 heal whenever you go into stealth if you're below 65% of your health. You have up to 50% life rip for 3 seconds after switching to your pistol. I want to mention this because of the fact I get so many flanks on so many snipers that spam need healing, need healing, need healing. When you gotta realize you guys are the most out of the fight. If you think about it, so a support is usually in the thick of things with their tank in a point fight. A sniper's hanging in the back. There's not a lot of healers that can really get there. There are people that can heal through walls that don't really require line of sight other than Genos. Io, Ying, and Grok are deployable based. So you have to be near the deployable to get the heal. Grover, Grok, and Pip all have abilities that can hit you through walls. But again, you have to be, like, near it. Ying's ult applies everywhere on the map, but that's an ult. Furious Solar Blessing, you have to hit into the beam. So it's very difficult for a healer to heal you without line of sight, considering almost every healer in the game kind of needs line of sight other than Genos. And Genos is garbage just because of the fucking Luminary. People think he's great. He's not. Which is another problem. There are the people that think that Luminary is great because they're DPS players. We had a DPS yesterday that threw a game because they said need healing in this little lobby chat. There's a little chat thing that you can press in the corner there. If you say something like, pick two tanks or 2 support in that lobby chat, I hate people like that. Because of the simple fact, I'm going to put this in a TDM, for the simple fact that those people are the most annoying. You could have picked a tank. You could have picked one of the 2 that you want. Why are you insta-locking DPS and then telling us 2 tanks or 2 supports? You could have picked that thing. That's just aggravating to me. Beyond belief. As somebody who's primarily a tank and a support player, and you get the people that are like these DPS mains that think that Genos, this is the thing, DPS players think Genos is the best healer in the game because of Luminary, but tank players fucking hate Genos. Like, good, I mean good tank players. I don't mean, like, aggressive, like, push tanks, like, Khan, Terminus mains that are constantly flanking that think that Genos is the best in the game because of fucking Luminary. It's aggravating. He's the worst healer in the game for healing 2 tanks. Period. It's like, I jump on Barrack if I see that there's a Genos. Or I'll get on Atlas. Alright, these are the 2 tanks right now that I'm using. Especially with Genos being so prevalent right now. And it's just aggravating to me when I hear flanks and backline damages saying need healing. To be honest, what you want to be in front of your support. Like, especially somebody like a Ceres or a Furia who have longer range heals that can hit you further down range. With something like a Mortal Reach or a Healing Beam or a Cherish L2. You want to be further down range of those champions. You want to be. So that way there, you're not just sitting there like, they can actually see you, they can pop a heal on you, you can quit your bitching. Cauterize also exists. Kill to heal also exists. If your healer is not healing you, you'll buy kill to heal. Because that rewards your skill to get kills. If you are not winning your 1v1s, that's putting us a man down. Your healer is not going to keep feeding into that and wasting a heal on someone that's consistently losing a 1v1. That's stupid. That heal is then not going on to somebody that is winning their fights, which means they're going to die and lose their fight. Or in the case of somebody like Genos, it's just not going to matter. Like, I just think that's so aggravating. People are like, well, you're not in my situation. That's bullshit.
Team deathmatch.
If you require that much of a heal. Like,
Select
look,
a
this is a great situation for Genos as a heal. I'm running Genos here because of Luminary. Because this is a TDM. I'm not going to get a tank, more than likely. If I get a tank here, I would be very surprised. But now I have to put the heal on the tank constantly, which means I don't have it for other characters. Again. Yeah, in this lobby chat right here, if somebody says 2 tank or 2 support, that's irritating. Like, why? You could have picked it. If you noticed as well, the first 3 people that locked in are all DPS. Victor, Willow, Maeve, DPS champions. And now we get Io. She's basically a DPS, so. When support spam need healing, that's also funny because you are a healer. You shouldn't really be like spamming need healing. Like, I do it sarcastically to people. Because I find it very aggravating when they're like, oh, need healing, and I'm dead. I'll be like, need healing, quiet, need healing, quiet. Every time I die, I'll spam need healing. But it's aggravating because the other thing too, you saying need healing is not going to get your healer to heal you. They're just going to fucking piss you off. And I wasn't even playing support yesterday, but it was aggravating the amount of games that we lost because we had somebody on healer and they did not like that. That they weren't getting pocketed. They weren't getting healed all the time. So they threw the game.
War brings out
30 seconds remaining.
There's your fucking Luminary.
15 seconds remaining.
I don't buy Kronos on Genocide. People tell me I'm an idiot for that.
8,
I have my cooldown reduction where I want it to. I have it designed a specific way to heal. I'm not trying to get a heal, like 3-4 heals off. I'm trying to heal a specific amount of people, and if you're sitting there saying, if you need more than that healing, you're in trouble. There's a Koga above us. I'm trying to, like, stay with the group.
First blood. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, I got flanked too. So, oh, if you had Kronos, you could have gotten a heal there. Yeah, but I'm not trying to give you heal. Like, a support's job is not to be a healer. A support's job is to support. That's why they're called supports and not medics or healers.
Enemy double kill.
That fucking Strix is aggravating. Is she gonna get out of the way? Okay. I'm not
kill.
there anyway. Heal on her just because she's in
Flash out. Enemy killing spree.
You're already dead.
I perish. Like, look at the amount of healing I'm doing. Nothing.
Killing.
I was trying to get on the zero and I missed. That's gonna kill me. I have the morale stuff.
Our apologies.
I kind of got trapped there, so I just tried to do something out.
Be careful.
Yeah.
You're already dead.
Enemy killing spree.
That, oh my god, I'm trying to.
May this protect you.
Enemy double kill.
I've tried to do some flashy ult play to see if I can hit somebody, but it didn't work. But that right there, that little TDM unit that I want to put up, that's just, I just put that up just to show you, like, how a healer works in terms of target prioritization. Like, and not to mention, he's running cardio. There's no reason he should be spamming need healing in that game. Did anybody spam need healing? No. Did everybody do their job? Yeah. We won. I just want to mention the fact that it's like, it's very aggravating to me when I see people like, oh, this is, you did shit on this, you did shit on that as a healer. No. It's just the character design sometimes. Alright, 26k healing out of that game. What the hell? Why is his name censored? It's just weird. I still need one TV. Fuck. Well, that's it for the video.